Game's getting ready to start. Intros are wrapping up. And Duluth, and the game will get going here soon. So we'll just open our drink. Get everything ready. Why is that not? Oh no, we're good. I'm just looking at the wrong things. So Western coming in after a win and a tie against Colorado College. Minnesota Duluth coming in after a sweep against Miami. Some struggles early in the season for the Bulldogs, so we'll see if they can carry that momentum into this one, but hopefully Western can slow them down a little bit and continue the run that they've had. Continue to put points up and build on this first place position they have in the NCHC right now, which, you know, this early in the season, it's good to be there, but we got to keep it there. So we'll see what happens. National anthem being played in the back that only I can hear. And the pet band they are playing it. They are playing it. Ooh. All right. I think we are good now. Oh, you know what? Let's add some more information here. We got Nope. OD. Okay. Bring that over. Let's make it smaller first. There we go. I think that looks all right. Let's see what that looks like here. And as the season has gone on, we've got Camrose starting on Friday. No big surprise there. Puck is down. Here we go. All right. Puck in the Western zone now. Let's see how they can clear out pretty quickly here. I think clears are still going to be, you know, a spot where Western's going to have to really pick up the game and make sure we're moving the puck out of our zone effectively and efficiently, not get caught up. You know, those transitions is what we want to get to, and that starts with getting the puck out of our own zone. So. Oh, I've got crap everywhere. But All right. Did that freeze already? What are we doing? No, we're good. Trying to watch everything. Why is that dude all alone in front of row? Can we not do that? That'd be cool. Kind of. All right, come on, D. Let's play smart. That was not great. Didn't like that. Duluth with some pressure early, but puck pops out in front of Cam. He jumps on it. We'll get a whistle here. Western does get it out. They get to center ice. Get the puck in the Duluth zone. Now trying to fight for it to pick it back up. It's good battling early here. Bring it around for Duluth. Dude, since the start of conference play, the physicality has definitely turned up. It was not so much there in the non-conference schedule, but since we've turned the calendar into November and started the NCHC games, there has been a uptick in the physicality of the play here. And I, for one, am not opposed to it. Ooh, didn't. Bow, bow, bow. Here we go. I think Sadlowski got the first shot on goal for Western Michigan, but they'll face off in the Duluth zone here. The puck went on a play. No. Actually, I think this is one of the first years where our home record has been better than our away record. And really, it's one loss on the road, so that's not saying too much. But in the last couple of years, we've actually had a better road record than home record. So just arguing with the in-game announcers, but yeah. Starts everywhere. Did you get it out? All right. Oh. All right. I guess that was an icing. I don't know that I would have 100% agreed with it. But boom. What? That other game already start? Let's see. Maybe. Ah. Yeah, wow. All right, look around the league. Duluth is already up, or North Dakota's already up 2-0. Omaha and Miami tied 0-0. Western and Minnesota Duluth 0-0. So, we're just sitting here. Boy, my desk is just a mess. Another face off here. This one in the neutral zone. Now remember, if you are, for whatever reason, choosing to watch this and the game on NCHC TV, I'm going to be slightly behind. Western going to the penalty box, so it'll be the man advantage for Duluth here. And the play is under review, because why wouldn't it be? What are we reviewing here? Oh, are they looking for a slew foot? Definitely looks like it could be. I don't know. He didn't really show a kicking motion. Definitely a pull down, a holding. But it could be a review for a slew foot. He doesn't continue the foot motion. I don't know. He his knee gets under the butt, but he doesn't kick the foot out. I don't know if that's gonna be a difference. So we'll see here. And they do call the 5-minute major and a game misconduct. All right. Cool. Smart. Awesome. Great. God damn it. That's awesome. Cool. Just great. Oh, not the way you want to start a game. Oh, I don't want that up there. Go away. Can I do this, though? Oh, I can. I want to see something here. Come on. Let's go! Boom, baby! It might be a 5-minute major, but Western's on the board fucking first. That's what. Come on. Oh, goodness. Rebounds are going to be dangerous. You got to make sure we're clearing them. a good response, though. I like the response. But definitely would have preferred to not have had the major penalty. That was awesome. Is that how it's spelled? Let's see here. We're gonna look and see. Close that. Of course not. Oh, wow. Camro absolutely battling and keeping it out. I'm trying to do two things at once here. I'm looking something up here. I want to know. And there's one on the power play. All right, here we go. 54. So apparently it's just an automatic game misconduct for slew footing. We're pushing an opponent's body backward with an arm or elbow at the same time for a motion, knocking or kicking the opponent's feet, causing. Dude, that's, I don't know. The wording of the rule seems very iffy for that to have been legitimately a slew foot. There's no kicking motion. I guess his leg does make thigh to thigh contact. He's pulled backwards. It's for sure holding or tripping, but I don't like the major there. That's kind of a bad call, and the fact that it's an automatic misconduct is stupid. But that's just my opinion of it. Like, I don't. So, I mean, it is what it is. Like, we're gonna have to battle through this, but Minnesota Duluth does tie it up on the man advantage. I mean, I should actually correct that then. So let's. No, stop. It's this. And I mean, he either made a play that, like, he knew what he was doing and sold it extremely well, that he was slew footing, or I mean, really, he was trying to avoid the slew footing, but knew that he was probably pulling that dude down anyway. Like, I don't know. It's still not. Here, while they're at commercial break, we'll look at the rule together here. So here is the actual rule. Slew footing is the act of a player or goalkeeper using the leg or foot to knock or kick an opponent's feet out, opponent's feet from under them, or pushing an opponent's upper body backwards with an arm or an elbow, and at the same time with a forward motion of the leg, knocking or kicking the opponent's feet out from under them, causing the opponent to fall violently to the ice. Again, I don't know that those were there. I don't. I really don't know that those guidelines were met for that to have been called that way. But different understandings for different folks, I guess. I'm not a ref. I'm not trained the same way they are. But Western does a great job killing off most of the power play. I mean, they only give up one. They get one of their own. So really, it's still a zeros. It's still a game. It's a tie game. It's 1-1. So, Duluth is definitely out shooting, but that's going to happen when you're down 5 minutes early in the game. But I'm not trying to sit here and just argue with refs. We're just going to watch the game and hope that the Broncos can continue to play strong, play well, get some more attempts here, put some more pucks on net. Got to get back. Oh, good stick. Way to break up the pass. So 9 minutes left here in the first period, tied 1-1. Western so far the only team to serve a penalty. It was a 5-minute major and a game misconduct to Nearing for slew footing. Western scored the first goal shorthanded by Owen Michaels unassisted, and Plant was able to tie the game on the power play at 1. Broncos really got to find some pressure here and establish themselves in the offensive zone. They haven't been able to do it yet. Defense is playing well, though. I think there's goals available to him here. Lots of brothers in this series. I actually got the Plants for Duluth. The Slukinskis for WMU. And then while I don't believe our Gallatin is playing and theirs is, I believe there's actually a familial duo between the teams of Gallatins. So cousin Grady's Gallatin of number 2 of Western Michigan, who isn't playing. His cousin plays for the Bulldogs. And I believe is where's a letter for UMD? Owen Gallatin, number 20 for Duluth, is the cousin of our number 2 at Western Michigan, but is not playing tonight. And has yet to see action in the season, so probably one of those redshirt guys that will see more ice time next year. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Oh, man. Good try to center it. Kramer got an opportunity, missed it wide. Walters on the ice. Ooh, carried it in close. I got it poked away. It escapes past the Broncos, and this will be an icing. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Come on, Cam. Find the right. Yeah, there you go. Up to the point. Let's work the passes, work the zones. Of course. Is that not a slash? Because I had seen slashes called for that, and yet somehow never in favor of Western. I'm just asking questions. I was pretty sure that could be determined to be a slash. I believe it has been called against Western a time or two, but never in our favor. So I'll step away again. Let's peek at the other games here we got going on. Looks like Omaha is up 1-0 on Miami. And North Dakota still up 2-0. About 4:30 left to go in the first period there. over Robert Morris. So North Dakota playing a non-conference game. Everybody else in conference play. The late games tonight. Arizona at Denver and St. Cloud at Colorado College. I know. What did I do? I broke it. Son of a duck. Stop. Oh, that's not what I wanted at all. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I don't need 3 different people trying to talk to me at once. That's not sounds that I need in my ears. All right, game action. Can we work the cameras? There. That's an offside. 5:24 left in the first period here between Western Michigan and Minnesota Duluth. It's like the couple Friday nights here. Western has not quite had the same jump they did early in the season. And I know some of that does have to do with, the major penalty, but Western will go on the power play here. Controlling the puck, hoping to maybe get Cam to the bench. And they will. Extra skater on the ice. Western can get the goal here with the extra skater. Remember the power play the penalty would not be served anymore. Western establishing some offensive zone time here. No shots yet. Looking for a lane to shoot through. Still passing around. Nothing's opened up yet. Working it low, then back high. Lots of passings. Now a shot from the middle that's blocked. And UMD will touch up. Western will go to the power play here. They're reviewing another penalty here for a major. Oh, yep. Cross check high. Let's see if we can get a major penalty here for Western. Maybe Western can get the 5 minutes. If they do, Western would have the power play for the end of the first period with a little bit of carryover time. But honestly, I don't have high hopes. I just don't. It is a cross check. I think maybe they're gonna say he missed the head and got it at the top of the shoulders, but still head neck area. I mean, it's definitely the stick is a little high. So wow. All right. Boy. These refs, man. 2 penalties, 2 majors. I don't know, man. I don't know. Western's got to take advantage here. We've got to get this power play going. You got 5 minutes. You're on the power play for the rest of the period. It doesn't end if you score one. And there's a breakaway for the 2-on-1 the other way. Good defense. Good save. Plays it back in the zone. Try and set back up here. Puck at the point. Point to point passing. Puck sneaks out of the zone. Can't control it. Western will have to try and regain the zone. They do with the dump in. Owen retrieves, or is that Owen? Pinned against the boards. Western has it behind the net. Sends it up top. Point to point. Weissman looking to get it deep. Ryan skates it to the top. Back to Weissman. Down low. Need to start getting some shots on net. Look for rebounds, boys. Bad bounces win. Like, bouncing pucks score goals. Not everything has to be a clean shot on net. Dirty goals count too. You got that guy in front trying to take eyes. That's blocked and cleared. First half of the power play is winding down. Western with no shots. In fact, Duluth was the only one who I think has a shot so far on the power play that's hit the goaltender. "22 seconds will carry over to the second period. Western trying to establish the offensive zone again. Some passes. Pass across, blocked. Oh, man. There was a big rebound, but no one there to tap it in. Defense gets to it. Come on. Shot wide. Might have been intentionally wide. To the dots. Pass. Come on, boys. It'd be really cool to have another goal here on the power play. Screen there, but blocked your own shot. Yeah, we've really got to turn up the shots on goal here. Just oh. Well, that's the first period. It's 1-1 into the intermission. Western will have 22 seconds of power play time to start the second period. Would have liked to have seen more shots for Western there on the power play. And I get it. You know, there weren't a lot of open lanes, but at some point, I think you're going to get more returns on some dirty goals. Some grind them out type goals. Oh, are we getting our first pal joining us? Let's see. Let's see what's happening. What's happening? There he is.
Yeah.
You're missing all the fun.
Phones because I'm gonna get annoyed with them after about 30 minutes, which I usually do.
Yeah, I have him muted now. But I mean, the refs are reffing. The refs are reffing.
Yeah, I turned it on. I saw the uh, kind of back and forth with that last major. I think they said it was the second game where Pierce has gotten kicked out.
Yeah, I mean, he's. I think was it 2 or 3, and then they can suspend you for the next game.
I mean, he's going full Biondi at this point with when Blake Biondi just full on Shohei Ohtani that dude in the face.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got to be careful here. He's gonna end up missing games. Dude, I see the penalties. I get the penalties. Oh, I got a visitor. I don't know that they're majors though. Either one.
Yeah, the little bit that I saw. Oh, all right. Now the broadcast is now officially become cute.
Yeah, you are sitting. Mama's over there. She's sitting. You watching hockey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Reagan.
Don't touch that. Or continue to touch it, but thankfully you're not strong enough to turn it. Yeah. Uh-huh. Here's our intermission report on napping. It's not going well. Yeah, you want mama? What?
I mean, I'd be crying if I was sitting in your lap too. So
yeah, we're not going to listen to Wheels on the Bus. It is a great song. Oh.
It arguably should have won about 50 Grammys.
And is an unhappy child now.
Well, yeah, if I had to look at you, I'd be unhappy too.
She wasn't even looking at me. You need to be less of a jerk here.
You know, I really didn't see a whole lot of. I mean, the first period I saw about the last 5 minutes or so, but I'll take 1-1 going into the second.
Yeah, I mean, boom, good job. Both goals were scored on your 5-minute major power play. Western opened the scoring shorthanded. Owen Michaels won the opening face-off. I love you too, baby. And scored first, and then as the power play went on, you guys were able to establish a zone and put some shots on row. I believe it was a rebound that you guys were able to get a hold of.
See, I was trying to figure out the way that they were describing it on the broadcast. I was trying to figure out who was actually on the power play because the way they said it, they were just saying on UMD's major. So to me,
Each team has had a major power play
yeah,
and has a player booted. Because apparently, slew footing, if called slew
yeah,
footing, is an automatic game misconduct.
well, I mean, yeah, that that
But
I'm
if
not
you
saying
go
I
back,
condone it,
if you
but if
go
you can
back
get away
and
with
look at the play, it is hard to determine that that was a slew foot and not just a holding or a tripping. In fact, I believe that our player made every attempt to not slew foot your player when, which I don't know, maybe the refs saw the intent to slew foot and called it anyway, and we're like, hey, we saw your acting job, but no, no, no.
I we've talked about it before. We talked about it with Heather. There needs to be more transparency and more consistency
Why does
because
everything come down here and yell at me? Go away. Go. Go somewhere else. Shoot. Go. 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 Go away.
I just think that
Pretty even game so far, other than shots.
it's frustrating with officiating. I mean, as long as it goes both ways, fine. But it's frustrating when week to week you don't know what's going to be called and what's not. And I know when I refed, I tried to be consistent. And as humans, you're not going to be 100% consistent all the time, but try to make it at least a little bit close. And with any referees, you never know night to night. There are very few referees or umpires in baseball that you know what you're getting into, and for the most part, that's what you're going to get.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't disagree. I just, if I were the official, I don't see the major there on really either of them. I guess the cross check, it looked like it caught him more collarbone, but I mean, you're still head neck area. Um,
Yeah, I think I don't know if that's in the rule, if areas in the rule.
let's see. I have the
Um,
rule book here because they're saying contact to the head. I don't know if he actually like got to the head, but was. But I
we'll say that's Zamboni job, and
also need to see what the actual call was, though. It's probably just gonna be like incidental contact to the or contact to the head or something, isn't it? Let's see.
because I feel like it should be in football if you go shoulder to head and your shoulder pad glances or your helmet glances off their shoulder pad and goes up to their head. um, when they review it they can be like, okay, yeah, the initial point of contact, but if it's head or neck area, if that's an actual rule, and I don't know if it's that way for football either,
Okay, well,
that gives you a whole lot of gray area because if you hit them in the collarbone, technically that's the neck area, but how big is the area? How are we defining how big the area is? Like your sternum, that could be considered your neck area.
nah, your sternum was your chest.
I know, but
It's in between your nipples. That's your chest.
yeah, but some referees might interpret it
Well,
differently.
they're also idiots.
That's my whole point. Like
Go learn
I know it's
anatomy.
I know it's your chest, but you get the upper sternum like right here.
That's not your
It's still your
that.
chest. It's
That's
still your
not your
chest.
sternum though. Your sternum is literally one part. It's literally that part. It's not way up here.
Then what the hell is this? What's the bone that comes straight up?
You know what? This is not a goddamn anatomy class. I think that's just your breastplate, personally. But
I don't have.
here we go. Here we go.
What's the rule? You had the rule book up and it's taking you for
Well,
fucking ever.
because you started asking other questions. Listen here. I have
You should know enough
ADHD real
by
bad, all
now.
right? All right.
You should know
Contact to
enough
the
by now to.
head. Opponent's head. Main point of contact. Was avoidable. Is not permitted. Determine whether opponent's head was avoidable circumstance. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, it just says head. Then there's other indicators of what could be determined in calling it a game misconduct. Is a player that is reckless, a player that just released a shot or pass, a player that is about to receive a pass, a player that delivers a late hit, a player that extends and directs the arm, elbow, forearm, or shoulder contact to the head and neck area of an opponent. So it does say neck area. A player that extends the body and targets the player's head or neck area. A player that leaves their skates or launches in order to deliver a blow to the head or neck area. A player that uses a stick in any way to target the head or neck area, e.g. cross-checking or butt ending. Okay. And now, oh, you know what?
No, I don't.
You are correct. The total front part of the rib cage is the sternum. I was thinking of something else. Technically, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Oh,
Boom.
wait, nope. Ha. Never mind. Apparently, it is the manubrium is the top part. So that's not the sternum. There's two bones here. So we're both right. The sternum is more chest. Manubrium would be more in line with the where the clavicles come together. In this area is your manubrium.
I did
Manubrium,
complete
neck
180.
area. Sternum, chest.
Complete 180. I did like the the Wichita Thunder's response to your tweet at them last night. It's impossible to roast the goat.
I mean, I didn't say it was a good one. I literally picked the one of like Michael being angry, like boom, roasted when he says like the most ridiculous things.
I know, but the way that I read theirs was it really is impossible to roast Trevor
Well, yeah,
because
because Trevor knows how to take a joke and will fire
and
one back that's better than whatever you tried to hit him with, which he
I
did.
know I I love Trevor, but he is that same person that you hate because they're so quick on their feet that 2.5 hours later, I'm gonna be like, well, I should have said that. And he thinks of it in about 2.5 seconds, if that.
Yeah.
All right, so
Still 1-0 in Omaha. I believe 2-0 at North Dakota. And the other games have not yet started, but look like they're getting ready to.
and we have
Oh no.
all four shots on goal. We're 1-2 on the power play. Western's 0-1. Faceoffs are even, and block
There's,
shots are even.
there's still 22 seconds left in the power play. We can still get one here to open the second period.
Yeah, I'm just saying
Don't
after the first.
stop it. I hate how the sound sometimes just starts. What is happening? No one clicked anywhere other than where I was supposed to. Stop it. Oh my god, NCHC TV, can you not be the most difficult thing in the world to use? This one. Mute. But no. Get out of here. No. Stop. Why is that so close that it keeps trying to activate the fucking account button? Looks like we're getting ready to start the second.
Looks like we had our teddy bear toss tonight.
Second period is underway.
Yeah, I'm just a little behind you. I think I'm like 3-4 seconds behind you. I think the main problem that I have with this series now is I want UMD to win, but with like Tristan and Cam
Uh-oh, you're
and
making
getting to know
friends. You're
them a
becoming a
bit.
Western fan.
Well, just getting to know them a little bit. I don't really want them to fail.
My ultimate goal is being achieved. Convert everyone to Western fans.
I want them to lose, but I want them to have a good game. It's kind of like
I just want everybody to have fun out there.
oh god, no, there's some guys that I'm
Did you
like,
bring fucking orange slices too, soccer mom?
it it's like the way that I put it is like a fantasy football team. Like when the Lions are playing somebody that you have on your fantasy team, you want the Lions to win, in my case the Vikings, but you also kind of want your fantasy player to go off and have a really good game because you want to win that matchup. That's that's the way that I feel about this matchup.
Just want everyone to have fun. So orange slices and Capri Suns are in the cooler in the back of the minivan. Both teams are welcome. All right. Power play's over. Westman's got 4 shots on goal and a goal. I'd really like to see that shots on goal number go up. Duluth with 12 shots and a goal. Would really like to see that number stay the same, both of them, for as long as possible. Rest of the game would be cool. Nice chip up. Fired right back in.
Oh yeah, that right out of midair. It's nice, but
Oh.
see if I can.
You like not click go live? I mean, either way, we're going to be about a half a second off anyway, just because of the internet delay, but should not
Yeah,
be that bad.
because I mean, right now I got 1738.
1733, 1732, 1731,
Yeah, so it's
1730.
about 3 seconds, and I'm live,
So am I.
which is
Oh,
weird.
oh, sneaky. There it is. Let's go. 2-1.
Oh, that was nice.
Cross crease pass, snuck it in backdoor. Let's go. Sidlowski with his first as a Bronco, I think. Guy who redshirted last year did not get into the games, but he gets a goal here to put the Broncos up 2-1.
Yeah, that was a spinning goal, spinning backhander 5-hole.
Whoop,
That was
whoop.
nice.
1, 2. We want more.
There's not much you can do as a defender or a goaltender because I mean he was defended nicely.
Oh, yeah, he was. I mean, they had guys, all kinds of guys in there. He just, the way he spun was the right freaking spin
Yeah,
to get past the goalie who was kind of sliding from his right to left, trying to seal off that post, or at least stay on the post because that's where the puck was coming from.
yeah, and I think there's not a whole lot. Oh, come on. Yeah, there's not much Guyon can do on that one. And I think that's from what I've seen this year. That's most of the goals that he's given up is goals that he can't do a whole lot on.
which
Yes, there have been a couple.
which is never. I mean, I'm always okay with a goalie getting beat clean and like, or if it's like a kind of an open net rebound type situation where the goalie really doesn't have a play. I'm completely fine with those being scored as long as you can at least limit them and you're not getting blown out in games like 6-5, 6-3 with, and it's nothing but like goals that
Well,
that you're
I
you're
think
you're giving up because like you're outplaying yourself kind of.
yeah, and I think the main thing is those soft goals. Dubnik, he would he was a solid goaltender, but he would give up soft goals. And Guyon right now, every once in a while, he'll give up those soft goals, and it's like, dude, what? Or he'll pull a flurry and just make a boneheaded mistake. But at the same time, I'm not gonna give him too much of a hard time because he's a freshman coming in.
Ears are growing
He,
back. My head's itchy.
he's not he's not a Miska. He's not a Kaskasuo. He's not a Shepherd. He- he's not guys that have sat and learned for a year. He's a true freshman coming in.
Broncos seem to be picking up a little bit of momentum here now. Tipped puck out of play. We'll get another face off.
Kind of curious if they're on fall break or if they just don't like the student section doesn't understand how good Western is. I mean, I didn't even know Western was a school for the longest time. So that could be it.
That's rude.
I'm saying you probably didn't really
I
know
mean, they're the number
UMD was a
nine.
school.
They're the number 9 team in the country, and this series has been going on long enough that, to be fair, I didn't actually know that Western had a Division One hockey team when I got to Western.
Yeah, it's just like I if I grew up in the cities, I still might know that UMD had a D1 hockey team, but it
I knew more that
it's such a niche sport
yeah,
in a sense
yeah.
that you might not know it.
Honestly, I knew Michigan and Michigan State had hockey teams. I knew Boston had 85 million hockey teams in it. Um, Actually, then no, that's not true. I knew Harvard had one, BC had one, and BU had one. I did not know that Northeastern had one or that it was of the caliber that it is. I knew Yale had one. I mean, I know a lot of the East had them. I did not know much about the Western teams.
And
Oh,
that's the
shot from
thing.
the point hits like 5 people in front.
Jeez, yeah.
You go, create space. Boys are battling in the corner. Dumped it deep. Western picks it up behind the Minnesota Duluth net. He gets pinned down. They try to send it up the boards. Pinch at the half boards across the ice. Crossberg Rosine with a shot. That's blocked in front. Tip to the corner. Somebody's missing at least part of a stick.
Yeah, that's half a stick.
Oh no, that was I think that was the Red Wings Isles game yesterday. That the player completely screwed his teammate. I think he was on the Red Wings' first goal to tie the game. Like the Islander player broke his stick, and then he's racing back, but there's two Islanders chasing down the Red Wing, and one doesn't have a stick, and he completely cuts the angle of his defensive partner, who may have had a shot at least like poke checking, and couldn't do anything, and it ended up being a goal for Detroit. Arizona State scores first. Oh, a beautiful wrap. Was it? Nope. Wraparound gets stopped. Jamming away at the rebound, though, to Arizona State up 1-0 on
In
Denver.
Denver.
Matt Davis in Denver. I mean,
Oh, nice move.
we know that score is not going to last or hold up, but
Ooh,
Arizona State trying to jump out early.
that was a good play by Roll. That was a really nice move.
Rowe, one of two goaltenders still perfect on the season in the NCHC. Or is it 3?
Cam made a real nice stop.
I think Colorado or Denver may have played a backup goaltender. I don't know if Davis has all 12 wins for Denver. Cam has. Oh, here comes another penalty. What are we going to get here? Probably
Yeah,
a
that's
hold or a
gonna be
hook.
a
In
trip
the
or a
review
hook.
for a major
I think
penalty,
a hook.
it's not. It's
Yeah.
just a hook. But what?
Yeah, that was a pretty
No,
easy
it's
call.
technically their second. The first one was a major. You didn't get an extra power play out of that. And it doesn't.
Our announcers are idiots. We've established that.
That's what? Apparently, if you score on the major, it starts counting as a new power play in the stats.
Oh, interesting.
Hey, your
That
announcers
doesn't
actually
make
provided
sense.
useful information and not telling people to just delay the game by diving on the puck at the end when you're up a goal.
Yeah, and that's the first useful thing they've done in a while. I tell my kids, just take penalties.
Western doing a little bit better, keeping it wide. Oh, it doesn't get out though. Nice job keeping it in by Duluth.
Ooh, that was Gallatin.
Cousin of Grady Gallatin, who's not playing for Western Michigan this year, so you might want to think about. Also, you didn't give me your roster, but
Oh, whoops.
I mean we're in conference play, so there's probably a lot less change-ups to need to be made.
Yeah.
So
Well, I've been trying not to die, so there's that.
I mean, really, the only change I made this week was just putting Posh back in on Saturday because Rowe's been playing Fridays and not Saturdays. Ooh, fired wide. Off the post.
Oh yeah,
Good
right
save.
off the crossbar.
Good battle. Good clear. Let's go. Oh, you suck, wiener. Sorry, a little lunatic love here. Hit that lunatic flavor on the call.
Come on, Cam.
Good shot.
Suck.
Oh, way
Just
to fight the puck off. I think that might have hit the side of the puck, or the side of the net, but oh, he was passing it to nobody. Good no touch. Good no touch.
Oh yeah. Everybody going. Come
Somebody
on.
lost the stick. Here comes bump. I don't like that play. I mean,
I don't know how you lose your stick on a stick lift. That's all that was. He just lifted a stick and it goes flying.
well,
Like, come on.
one of your dudes sent one of our sticks to the fucking moon in the first period.
I kind of heard that as it was buffering as I was trying to get it on my TV instead of my other computer here.
This is a good game so far. Nice battles.
They usually seem to be good games.
The thing I like about these two teams is their styles match up, so you kind of have to throw the records out the window because they're just going to play each other like tough and tight. But I was saying at the beginning that Western's physicality has definitely increased since conference play has started, which I don't know that it was not to be expected, but it's nice to see that they have definitely taken a step in.
Oh, what the hell was that?
Everybody just taking all the space away right now. Oh, good poke and dump. Got him. There we go. Ethan Walters on the rebound. sitting back door had an open net to tuck it into.
And this is we were kind of talking about it on Tuesday. UMD, when we were on our little run, we were defensively responsible. We're not this year.
I mean, I don't know that you really had a chance to be there, though. That was a quick happening play. The play in the neutral zone to poke it away from your guys, then dump it around the board, really got Western in behind your defenseman. And then he passes it. I don't know that I necessarily like the pass, but I do like the shot off of the pass for the rebound. Because it's really,
Yeah, but
I mean, that's the play that I make every night we play Chell. Like that shot low off the pads, backdoor there.
it's I don't know. I just with what I've seen this year, I'm not in the last couple of years, I'm just not impressed with our defensive play.
I mean, I'm not saying that it doesn't need to improve. That's for sure. I'm just saying I don't. Western played that a
Oh,
lot
they
better
did what they
than
could. They had that opportunity and they definitely
the transition game there beat your defense. It wasn't like your defense was squared up really with them.
yeah.
But yeah, I think that the guy skating back that forced was kind of trying to get Walters to shoot. He should have moved like stayed on Walters.
Jacob, what the fuck are you?
I would have liked to have seen him tighten up on Walters on the back door.
I'm trying to figure out what Chagabe was doing right there.
I have so
And
much
he's in
going
front
on.
of the net. He just kind of stood there instead of moving away. He's like,
Oh, good
"You're
kick
bad as fuck."
save. That was a hell of a rebound though. Bounced all the way out to the point. Good block. Also, I will say that Western seems to be willing to sacrifice the body a lot more this year. We're seeing a lot more block shots than we had in previous seasons. Oh, way to battle. And that misplayed.
Come on.
So each team has a pair of brothers, and we have intercollegiate cousins in this series.
Because we have the Plant brothers.
We have the Slukinski brothers, who, will be on the ice together tomorrow, but can't necessarily work together on a goal. And then
And
the
then,
Gallatins are
yeah,
cousins.
yeah. So Chagabe, he has the potential, but before that whole sequence there, the puck went behind the net and he's standing on the side of the net and he doesn't move. Dude, you have to when your teammates coming towards you, it kind of really doesn't matter the sport. If they're coming towards you, you need to move away and give them space to do something or make yourself available. And if you're going to stand there, well, then the defender's like, okay, I can just stand here with you too. You need to make them work. A goal scorer is not going to just stand there. And Chagabe has, I don't know if he has a record or whatever he has. He was a goal scorer in high school. What are you doing just standing there on the side of the net? Move towards the middle and make that defender commit either to you or and I don't you remember who had the puck right now, but make them commit one way or the other.
Oh
And
yeah,
if you move, then there it could open a passing lane, and then boom, you're in front of the net. You have the chance to beat Cam either
still
near
too.
side or far side, and it's probably going to be near side from where the puck was coming from because he's going to have to push out to come in front of you.
Yeah. And I mean, if you're in front of the net trying to take the goalie's eyes away, the worst you're going to do is you're actually going to create a bigger screen if that defensive player is stuck next to you trying to get you out of that space. Now you got two bodies taking up space in front of the goaltender, and it's harder to see around two than it is one. But if you're on the side of the net, the guy's just going to kind of shadow you, and nobody's getting in the goalie's way.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the worst thing that can happen to you is you end up like Matt Zuccarello and have to get
Get a
surgery on
dented
your
cup.
nose. But there was a story. He does have both his balls intact.
That's good.
They were able to.
Another stick on the ice. One's for Duluth player.
What in the hell are we doing?
Western's definitely seemed to have taken over here a little bit in the second period. 7:45, 7:44, 7:43 left to go in the second period. Western up 3-1. A couple of second period goals put in on the rebounds. Some greedy goals for the Broncos to give them a 2-goal cushion. They are trailing in shots. It's 19-8 in favor of the Bulldogs. Bulldog goal came early in the first period on a 5-minute major penalty called against Nearing for slew footing. He was also issued a game misconduct.
The difference is in the
William
shots on
behind.
goal is the quality of the shots.
Yes. Oh, man. Western really trying to hit the gas and try to poke that past him. Made your dude look like he was standing still.
He was standing still.
Oh, good pass. Oh, blocked shot. Way to sacrifice. You know, you see that meme pop up with like if you had one friend that if they started bullying you would give you $1 million, who are you calling or taking? I realize I'm the person that you're calling or taking on that trip.
Sorry, I'm watching. Wait,
You know that meme where it's like you get $1 million if you take a person on a trip and they start bullying you within like a certain amount of time? I realize for a lot of people, I'm the person that they would take on that trip. And
yeah,
in fact, I proved it here tonight when you were talking about whatever you were talking about, and I called you a soccer mom. Oh, that's what it was when you're talking about players having good games because they're on your fantasy team.
yeah,
And then I said, yeah, I'm just here for everyone to have fun with my orange slices and Capri Suns in the back of my minivan.
yeah. But I think I would probably be up at the top of your list. Not saying I'm number one, but for you, I would probably start to bully you for
I think you
something.
try to, but I don't know that it's really effective.
I
And
don't
then,
think it's effective.
and then when you do, I just
I
get
don't think
meaner.
yours is effective either.
Get there. Nice movement
But then
here.
again, my other friends,
Oh, if that would have been on the tape, it would have been a little bit more of a dangerous shot.
we bully the shit out of each other.
I do like that we're trying to get back on the back check though.
Like my one friend, after I ended up becoming Kylie on Instagram, um, he sent me something, I don't know, 2 nights ago or whatever it was. It was I helped this girl out of a pool yesterday. So that brings my count to the year of number of women I've made wet to -1. I'm like, why are you doing this to me? Why do you bring me down?
Don't bring me down, Bruce.
She's Kion did not know where that one was coming from. That was not a confident save.
All right, while we're on the commercial break, let's take a look at the other scores. I believe they have stayed mostly the same. St. Cloud State is scored first. They are up 1-0 over the Colorado College Tigers. Arizona State also up 1-0. I believe it is 2-0 in favor of North Dakota, and it is still 1-0 in favor of Omaha.
North Dakota's playing Robert
Robert
Morris.
Morris, yes. Dang, our out of town scoreboard. Ferris State beat St. Augustana, whatever the hell they are. They're not even a saint. They're just
Augustana.
Augustana. 5 to
Yeah.
2. Big win for the Bulldogs up north. Another 5 to 2 score. Minnesota State over Michigan Tech 5 to 2. I really need to find a place here in Kalamazoo that can add name and number to my Vancouver Canucks jersey now that uh, Max Hassan has gotten called up.
I didn't know you got a Canucks jersey.
I did the mystery jersey thing from Cool Hockey a couple years ago, and I got a
Okay.
blank. I got a blank Vancouver one.
Which Vancouver one is it? Is it like the blue one or like the main C or
Yeah, I'll grab it while we're calling the penalty.
yeah, yeah, waiting this our trip or whatever. Okay.
Easy one.
So the white, yeah, just the road jersey.
But yeah, once Aston gets his number, I'd like to get that done up with his name and number on it. That'd be cool. If it wasn't $250, I wanted to get the 30th anniversary of the Ducks jersey with Tham's number.
Oh, yeah. That'd be
But
cool.
actually, it wasn't even really this. I don't think it was the price that was the issue. It was the size. I couldn't get it in my size.
Oh, that reminds me. I have to
Because I be a chubbly fella.
with the period break, I don't know, it was last weekend or whatever. My mom was trying to figure out
Come on.
one of my Christmas presents from last year. And it's that green wild jersey, the reverse retro.
Oh, okay.
And I want to get a Brock Faber one. Well, we need to figure out the size. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know my size.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just gonna look at one of the ones that I have here
Come on,
and
boys.
keep forgetting.
Shots on net. Just at least like show the. Give them something to think about that you're going to put it on net. Make them crash. Open up some space. There you go. Couple shots. Work for those rebounds. Nice keep in. Another shot towards the net, and it's in. There we go. Washy with a tip. Oh, hey, we scored 4. I don't know if you know that, but we scored 4.
That was a nice tip. That one, like, it just went in for me, but you kind of knew watching that power play.
Hey, the Western
We
Power
were
Play
all, sorts of discombobulated.
has not been great. We were doing a lot of passing in earlier power plays, and it's about time we got another goal here.
But that was earlier when it was kind of going around the point. I don't know who it was. They came all the way across the ice and like fell down, and I'm like, oh Jesus! All right, well, this is going well. Um, I'm happy, you're happy, but fucking hell, it, it's
Oh,
just so hard to watch this team.
could be a goal here for Duluth, but it was waved off immediately.
Yeah. What's that? Don't they have some new rule now
Yes.
about that
So,
though?
but it depends on the play. So it's the continuation play. So if he blows the whistle and then your player pokes the puck, it doesn't necessarily count. But
I don't think
if
that should count.
but if it's a shot and he's like it bounces off like the goalie's glove or it trickles 5 hole and he blows the whistle but no further contact is made with the puck, then it could be awarded a goal.
I I think this one should be waived off.
It was, and it doesn't look like Sandlin's gonna uh or it's not challengeable.
Yeah, they just said it's not challengeable, and I don't disagree with that call. It was
He
under
lost
his
sight of it. It was under his pad for a second.
yeah.
It wouldn't have
I
been it wouldn't have been. I don't think it would have been under the continuation play.
no,
At
it
least my understanding of it as it's been described to me.
that puck was 100% stopped underneath his pad, and then it was poked in. Um, and I don't think you can have.
And you can't move the
I,
goalie's
I
equipment to score a goal either.
right, and I even so, I don't think there's an angle that shows that the puck was free.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there are people that are like, "Oh, come on, that was a go." No,
Oh,
that's
there
not a
definitely
goal.
was. You heard the one dude in the background.
Oh, I have it turned down enough.
Oh,
Um, just because I'm not using headphones or anything, but it, I agree with that call.
yeah. I don't think it was a bad call. Well, I mean, it was in my favor, so I definitely don't think it was a bad call.
Right, right. But
But
you and I are kind of the same, where
I was
regardless, we're gonna be fair about it.
yeah. Yeah, I didn't think either major was a major.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. I gotta forget. I have to look for.
Well, I tried to Western player tried to hit him with that rusty gate move from lacrosse.
I gotta see if my.
Oh man, you're giving up big rebounds.
I would text my old roommate because I know his family has season tickets and they sit by the penalty box, but I can't quite pick them out.
You can't identify the back of their heads.
Well, usually I can pick out his dad, and then I can, if I pick out his dad, he's there. But I think,
Big second period for the Broncos.
if I'm right, he's the dude in the gray hat on the Broncos penalty box side. But I gotta text them.
We go to the second intermission. Western up 4-1 after a 3-goal second period. Goals scored by Sidlowski, Walters, and Washi. Washi's goal, a tip in front on the power play. The other two scored even strength. The Iowa Wild up 4-2 in the third. I do still want that. I just don't know for what yet. Still need that. Let's peek in at the other games here. 2:51 left in the second between Omaha and Miami. Miami with 35 seconds left on the power play. They trail 1-0. Arizona and Denver are now tied 1-1. Coming to the end of the first period there, 40 seconds left. End of the second period in Duluth or in North Dakota, they lead 2-0 over Robert Morris in non-conference play. And St. Cloud still leads 1-0 over the Tigers. So a lot of close games, a lot of close hockey other than our game.
I mean, score-wise, close. But I would say ours is still a pretty close game overall. It's just you guys have found the back of the net more than we have.
Speaking of finding
Based
the
off
back of the
rebound.
net, Omaha gets a shorthanded goal. They now up their lead 2-0, 2:38 left in the second period there. The goal scorer is Mitchell. Sorry, there was a goal. Working on my broadcasting. Oh, that was dirty. Nice behind the back. Spinning backhanded pass over to Mitchell. He shoots, gets up, picks up his own rebound, and buries it. To give Omaha a 2-0 lead late in the second period.
I think, like Brent said on Tuesday, Omaha kind of needs to get back on track.
Yeah, but I mean they do need to get back on track. That's not the well, but I just don't know if we can call wins over Miami getting back on track. Like I would like to see it be over. I mean they did get a win last week against Arizona State. I think that was a good positive step for them, but they did lose the Saturday game. So I would like to see them build off of this potential sweep of the series because Miami is still struggling. You got to
I
capitalize when you can.
I think that's the main thing though. It's kind of a get right game, and you figure things out when you're playing
But I would put a lot
lesser
more
teams.
stock in a win over a UMD, a St. Cloud State. Um,
I wouldn't put that much stock in a win over UMD. I
I
mean,
would put
yeah,
more
we
of
beat
it
Miami, but
than Miami.
I just
That's all I'm saying.
you try to use
Well, Miami attacking with
uh,
the breakout pass from the goalie. Oh, but their
you try to use a
goaltenders are so
Miami
big.
as a get right series, but look how well that's worked out so far.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's kind of the point I'm making is I don't know that you can call wins over Miami get rights. I mean, you can call them games that you're supposed to win and maybe a step in the right direction, but I don't know that you can call them get rights.
I think the thing is for a get right win is you go out there, you do what you're supposed to do, and work on the things that you need to work on and still beat the team. I think that's the whole point of a get right win game or series, depending on the sport. The problem is you have to come out that next weekend in the NCHC and prove it and prove that it was actually a get
Yeah.
right win.
So you got to get the get right wins, but then you got to get a stay right win.
Yep, exactly. And holy shit, we're definitely not doing that. But
Well, things getting a little testy. Getting a little bit testy. Ooh, you know what I was just daydreaming about? Because for whatever reason it popped back in my head. Is you know how Paul said that the Arizona State fans were giving the player from Michigan who transferred out of ASU
Yeah.
a rough go of it. If North Dakota does play at ASU this year. I think it's the first game on NCHC, not NCHC, on CBS Sports Network
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
January.
Yeah. You had brought that up on Tuesday.
They may give that goalie a rough time. No, I do not see them being gentle to him, especially staying in the conference. I should have asked Brent if they did anything when Berg returned to Omaha with North Dakota. I don't really think so.
I don't,
I also wasn't paying too much attention to it.
there's just something that I don't necessarily feel that
God damn it,
the Omaha fans are that,
Petty.
yeah, petty slash rough, and rowdy. I,
I mean Omaha. I mean, I feel like they got a good.
I'm not saying that they're a bad fan base or anything. I'm just saying it's kind of like the UMD fans where we'll cheer for the team, but from what I've witnessed compared in person to the last few years, um, I just don't think that it's as rowdy as it used to be. I mean, when your fan base, meaning student section, gets in trouble for chanting smallpox blankets, uh, that yes, that is crossing a line by a lot, but that's a rowdy fan base.
That's not just dipping your toe in the water. That's
No, no, that's
diving in head
diving,
first in the shallow end.
and that's ruining it for everybody who actually doesn't go to UMD who wants to sit in the student section. But
This is why we
I
can't
don't
have
even
nice
think
things.
I don't even think they would be clever enough to at this point to figure out. Um, there was one game I went to, and it was a Saturday night. Friday night, the Notre Dame goalie, his last name was Johnson.
Johnson.
Well, they played their other goalie on Saturday, so immediately the chant was smaller Johnson. I don't think the kids are clever enough to figure that out now. And it's like you guys gotta like be creative.
There was one year. It was before Western and Michigan restarted their series. I was so pissed that we weren't playing Michigan for this stretch because they had uh the son of the female goaltender who played with the Tampa Bay Lightning in a couple preseason games.
Oh yeah.
Her son was the goaltender at U of M. I don't know if he was the backup or if he actually played any games, but he was at U of M for a spell, and it would have been absolutely fantastic if they had played at Western, and the students may would have gotten a text message if they hadn't figured it out on their own who he was, and there should have and would have, and I would have hoped for your mother's better chance
Oh, that's immediately where my
during the
mind
game.
went. Your mom's better.
Mommy's better.
Something along those lines.
Oh, it would have been so great. Even if like some other school realized it and did it, kudos to them. I don't think it happened, but it would have been incredible.
Oh, and that's the thing with Western. You don't get a reprieve.
No.
Whatever
It's
side you're on.
fucking full tilt, full game, because they are blue line to blue line. You don't get the benefit of taking that second period off when our own goalie's
Oh,
sitting in
it's
front of the
freaking
student
red.
section.
It's goal line to goal line. It's not even blue line to blue line.
Well, the
It's
official
like,
student section is blue line to blue line, but there is quite a bit of bleed over.
yeah, there is. I I just wish more. I think that's why I want Miami to be better, and I want all these schools to be better, is to get student sections that care and are clever enough to come up with these things because it just adds to the experience.
Oh yeah.
And I've said it before, I'll say it again. I am just so highly disappointed in whatever the hell they want to call our student section. I'm just highly disappointed because it used to be way better.
I will say though, I think the Broncos student section has fallen off a little bit just because they're getting better hockey, and better hockey kind of brings some complacency. But like prime, it feels like prime lunatic stage were actually when the team was struggling and we had to find ways to kind of entertain ourselves at the games because the games would get out of hand a little quickly. So really those first couple years, like right at the end of the CCHA was just fantastic student section time. And really the first couple years of the NCHC. Uh, but there definitely needs to be a return of the guard, and I don't know if it was just because it was a team that struggled, kind of like what's happening with the Lions fan base. Like we're finally good after so long, so we're going to be louder than we ever were. But it was the fact that we've been shit for so long that made us that scarred us, and we had to take our herd out on other teams. Um, and just the student section isn't hurt anymore. They're healthy, you know, untraumatized people. And really, they just need a little trauma in their life to toughen them back up, hockey wise.
And I don't know if that's the same thing or if it's I mean, just looking at this intermission, the crowd not being there.
Well, who's all in the bathroom? Who's grabbing snacks? Who's trying to grab another beer?
But
Who may have already left because you're down 4-1?
even so, like in that second period,
But I mean,
they were
really, again, other than
ever.
other than goals, not stat wise, not an incredibly lopsided game. Uh, Duluth leading
No,
in
I
shots. Both teams have one power play goal. Faceoffs are pretty even. Minnesota Duluth winning 21, Western winning 19. Blocked shots 10 apiece. The only real
it,
discrepancy is, I mean, goalies really have made a similar number of, well, your goalies made 12 saves on 16 shots. Our goalies made 20 saves on 21 shots.
it's the quality of the chances.
Yeah.
It's that
Western's
defensive game.
defense is doing a really good job of kind of keeping you guys to the outside, not letting a lot of shots come from in close or get to those rebound areas finally. Western, a couple of the goals have been really right in the crease. Owen Michaels, he had a breakaway. So all four of the Western goals kind of scored from in tight, not a lot of. I mean, I guess you could say the power play goal. I mean, it was tipped in front, a shot from the point. So a shot that just kind of gets through the traffic and finds a home. But yeah, Western doing a better job getting to the net front and jamming away here.
And I think the one positive that I'll take out of it is I don't think Guyon's playing bad. It's the rest of the team. Because what is he supposed to do on any of those goals? The tip by Washi, um, the,
Third period is
the
underway.
rebound goal. Like, what are you gonna do? you guys need to play better in front of him. If you play better in front of him, then he's he's making the saves that he can make.
Oh yeah.
It,
I mean, really,
and
again, the only goal that was scored on like the first shot was the Owen Michaels breakaway goal, and that was
yeah, and
literally
that's a
scored on the
breakaway.
first shot of the game. Uh, but everything else was either a rebound or the second, third shot of an offensive zone entry.
Yeah, like what are you supposed to do as a goalie? And
Oh, God, save was how did he get back across the net?
well, I got the buffering.
The replay of the real goal from the second period.
Ooh, nice. Oh,
No,
I just saw that replay.
yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, to argue with the UMD announcer, I don't think it's necessarily that Western's looking for a number one goalie to emerge. It's that one, we have a goalie who's established himself as being a very good goalie in Cam Rowe, and we have the successor behind him who is good enough to earn playing time now, and it makes Cam better because one, he has someone to compete with, and two,
Yeah.
it doesn't put the whole load on him night in and night out, and he can play a little bit more relaxed and maybe even a little more focused.
And
And he's competing essentially with two goalies at the same time. He's competing during the game with the guy at 200 feet away from him, and he's also, kind of anything you can do, I can do better with his tandem mate.
the and that's one thing that I didn't get a chance to get to it with Paul, I don't think on Tuesday, but um he was talking about goalies getting burned out and playing the whole season. Well, he kind of countered my argument a little bit. He's like, well, it's not a shepherd or whatever. But you look at the majority of the goalies that end up in the Frozen Four and winning the national championship, they're playing damn near every night.
Yeah.
It it's rare in Division One hockey that you have successful teams that are splitting.
And
Um,
even if you split the season, a lot of them go to sometimes the more established guy or the guy who had slightly better numbers in the tournament. Look at 2 years ago with uh Jackson Castor and uh, Bassey. They split time the
yeah,
whole time, and then once it got to like the playoffs, they kind of settled in on one guy, and he got the majority of the starts in the tournament time. Um, Really, I think last year Davis missing a ton of games actually benefited Denver late, their late push. But when he came back, he was playing the majority of the games. He was just a little bit healthier because healthy in a weird sense because he had an injury that kept him out of a lot of games, but he didn't have as many games on his legs.
yeah, he was more fresh
Yeah.
is the way to put it. And um, yeah, Shepard, Miska, Kaskasuo, all those guys, they they played all the games. Davis had the benefit of the injury, um, but Imberko, he basically plays all games.
In his first year, he
Like
split time
Cozy,
with Vernon until he took over the net after the World Juniors his freshman year.
yeah, it's I didn't I didn't agree with that take, and you know we like Paul, like that. We're not gonna always agree. I just don't think that take works out. Um, I mean,
And honestly, any
it doesn't
goalie,
work. It
any goalie.
doesn't really work out in the NHL either, if you think about it.
No, I mean, and any number one goalie. What I was gonna say is any number one goalie who goes to the pro ranks, they're probably playing at least 30 games anyway, 30, 40 games in a season. You know,
Yeah,
they're not playing every single back to back, but they also don't have a week off after, or 6 days off after their second game. Like it's
and if you're a number one goalie, like usually your backup's a backup for a reason, or they're an aging goaltender. So right now, the Wild, we have Flower as our backup,
yeah.
and that's because he's aging and he's played 30 billion years in the NHL. Um, but he can come in and give you a spot start and give your number one goalie a break. Last year, we didn't quite do that because Gus struggled. But when you have someone establish themselves as a number one goalie, they're probably playing 50 some games a season.
Yeah. And, it's going to take like 30 wins to, win a Vesna or be up there with the best
Mhm.
goalies in the league.
And kind of the anomaly of a 50-50 split was Vegas when it was Fleury and was it Allmark or
Winner?
what was that Vikings dude?
I don't know.
He looks like a Viking.
Oh yeah, Robin Lehner.
Lanner. Yeah. They were together. That was kind of an
Yeah.
anomaly where it worked out. They were both just having stellar years, but overall, splitting goaltenders just doesn't work. 50-50.
No, at some point, like one guy will kind of start beating out the other guy, but I think a lot of it just seems to be like they want to work Hampton in slowly. They also know that he's probably potentially going to go to the World Juniors. Uh, and they want to, kind of, like I said, get him into college hockey a little slow, build him up, build him in. And there's a progression. He's probably going to follow the Umberco route, really. Oh, and the point I was trying to make, I think part of my point I felt was missed. Looks like it's 2-0 now. St. Cloud State scored a second goal. Um, with asking Brent about his confidence with Gabinet, it was more so like you look at the success Western has with all these new players, and it feels like the turnover of rosters is going to increase here again. One, with the COVID years running out. Two, with OHL or CHL players coming down. The roster shrinking. This hurricane of changes that are coming to college hockey. It feels like rosters are going to have a lot more turnover and be, oh boy, big rebound left open, but defense, Western's defense comes up big and able to clear the puck. But you're going to have to build teams quicker and more constantly. And yes, injuries are a thing that you have to fight through. And if it's injuries of your better players, it's unfortunate. Oh, what is happening? It's so weird after calling everything a major penalty that now they're just letting dudes play. But that was kind of more my point is I think we're going to see a lot more transition of rosters. And if you can't build a team or get it to come together like by the time that first round of conference play comes, I think you're gonna find yourself struggling a little bit more frequently.
Well, and
And I'm not saying Gabinet's a bad coach. I'm just saying like this might be
well,
something in a year where you might start looking at how is his team building opportunity when there may be team building may take a hit here and be something that has to be done more frequently.
yeah, and I think I kind of brought it up a little bit on Tuesday is I mean Nick Saban, he left coaching because he couldn't deal with the all the
NIL
transfers and the NIL and all of that and trying to build
transfers.
a team. You're not there's a certain type of coach that can deal with these one and dones, and that's what it seems like it's going to be, um, especially with all the transfers and
Oh, what a
everything.
shot! Beat him low glove 2-4-2. Excellent
Oh,
shot.
yeah, that's tough.
That was a really good shot. Cam Crowley could have had that one, but just a great shot skating into
Uh,
the high
that
slot.
one, that's really tough.
Toa drags, gets everybody in front, gets Cam moving to his right and shoots back the way he came.
Yeah,
Ah, very good shot. Not a lot you can do there.
I think the only thing Cam could have done, I think he was a little too deep.
Yeah, if he's
If
out a
he's
little
out a
more.
little further, that's the only thing that he could have done there. Um, but uh, Jeez, another stick on news. This time it's your guys. But um,
Oh, Walters with his second of the night as the Broncos answer back. Puck kind of
uh,
trickles past.
what in the hell? I gotta see this replay.
Oh, update this.
Oh, wow. My what in the hell still stands. Like, what are you doing defensively? You're there, but that's a really good pass.
Good pass. And just, I mean, passed it right where it needed to be for the tip in.
Yeah, but still, that pass should never get through. It should never ever get through. If you're playing UMD hockey, that pass never gets through. And I just I don't understand it. I don't know if there was some pressure that was put on Sandlin to get more scoring, or these guys just aren't buying into it. Like I don't know what the hell is going on, but defensively, this team is so bad. It's so undisciplined.
Oh, bro, battling. There's a whistle.
At this point, I'm hate watching this team.
Well, that's better than hating watching your game. Or, never mind.
I don't know where you were trying to go with
I
that
don't
one.
even. I'm doing like 4 things at once. My brain is absolutely maxed out right now. trying to answer text messages, trying to tweet, trying to watch
I
the
mean,
game.
we're still close. We're like only 1.9 shots on goal to yours. I'm not a math major, so don't check me on that one, but we're 4 shots away from doubling up your shots on goal.
Oh, there we go. Another Bronco getting a win. This time it's Brandon Bussey with a shutout win for the where the fuck Providence Bruins over the where are the Phantoms? Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Jesus, that's
Yeah, Lehigh Valley.
my brain got stuck in. I think what is it? The Youngstown Phantoms is like the USHL team.
Probably.
I
I
think
don't know if
there's
it's
I
USHL
think there's
or
a juniors
NAHL. It might be NA.
team that's also the
One of the
Phantoms.
two.
So
That reminds me. I still need to go to an NA game here. Only problem is I don't
wow, somebody
know
is angry.
who.
Someone at the UMD game, the ringside reporter's mic picked it up, sort of.
It could be Shagabe. Oh, that's a
It's a
how the fuck is
fan.
that not a hook?
Oh, maybe that was Sandlin. Oh,
Yeah, they just said it was Sandlin. That's what I was saying. How was that not a hook? Because it was definitely a hook.
that's
Oh,
what I'm saying. Like they were calling like borderline shit majors, and now they're just letting them play. Like, I mean, were they trying to use the majors to settle the game down? Because they're the ones fucking it up.
yeah. Oh, and then ref got took or taken out.
I think this ref's been taken down a couple times. Oh, another bad turnover in the zone. Oh, authors tried to
Oh, for
center his buddy.
Jesus. What are we doing? What's the internet doing? Guyon just has to hate his life right now. I like the commentator. Little bit of an errant pass. Really? Little bit.
Just a bit outside. Such a good line in a movie.
Oh my.
Dude, Bob Euchre is so good in that movie.
Our
These guys
oh,
suck.
linesman down.
Or who are these guys? Whatever the line is. I haven't watched Major League in a long time. I should watch it again.
No, the Twins TV play or play-by-play guy. He did he did radio before they let our TV guy go, but before he was here, he worked with Euchre in
What?
Milwaukee.
All right, delayed penalty here for the Bulldogs. They get the extra skater out. It just looked like two guys got tied
Oh,
up with each other. I don't.
yeah,
Again, like the weird, just weird calls.
I
Hey,
get
is
where
this? Are
they're
we? Hang
going.
on. Is this going to be a 5-on-3? Are they going to call two? Interference was a call. That just looked like a hip check. He jumped over him. Calm down.
Okay, so the first one,
Apparently, it's interference.
and I can see that one, that second one, if they're calling that,
Oh, I mean, that one's. I don't like the one on Constantini. He's not looking at the player. Like it looked like more like the Duluth player ran into Constantini after he was trying to play the puck and then get to the bench. That was just an incidental contact. I'll give you, maybe you could call the hip check as a trip, but I don't like the Constantini call.
And see, I'm kind of the exact opposite, but they only called the one.
They called the one on Constantini in the middle of the ice, which is the one that
Yeah, I I can see your point.
I mean, to me, it's just incidental at best. It's two dudes just, it's the Duluth player more initiates contact than the Western player does.
In real time, though, the way that it looked, and not going off the replay, they were tied up. It's fine, but it looked like Constantini then turned and
I mean, he turns his body towards the, but his head is
it,
still looking up ice. Like he has no idea that the Duluth player is there, and it just looks like two
oh,
dudes who ran into each other.
and I realize that, but that's the replay. I'm just
Yeah,
saying what it looked like in real time.
yeah.
I
It
can
was just two dudes
understand
who
that.
I literally thought the puck was there the whole time, and it was two dudes just battling, and they were gonna call like a trip or something because their feet got tangled up.
Yeah, but that I'm happy they didn't call that second one because just watching that one, he literally just tried to jump around him,
Yeah,
and the one dude standing up, what is that?
yeah.
No, dude, that
That was more like he was going. Our dude was already down, going for a hip check, and James like tried to jump over and avoid him, and got
yeah,
just clipped.
yeah, there was nothing there.
But I'll give you like more. I could see more of a trip on that play than I could the other play being interference. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, fair enough.
And again, I'm by no means a referee. I've not gone through the referee training. Um,
And it's been like
but I am a nerd who has read more of the
17,
rule book
18
than.
years. It's almost been 2 decades since I've gone through ref training. Let's ask John. He's logical.
Yeah, but he's Hockey USA, not Western kills off the power play. 2-on-2. Oh, absolutely toe dragged the shit out of that Western player. Loose puck, hand pass, out of the zone. I also don't like the change in the hand pass rule. I think it's stupid. Scores around the league one more time while we're at an intermission or a commercial break here. Western leads 5-2 in the third. Omaha has extended their lead to 3-0 also in the third period. Arizona State has retaken a 1-goal lead. They are now up 2-1, I believe, in the second period there. St. Cloud State also up 2-1, I believe, in the second period. And I don't know what the North Dakota score is because I turned that one off because it's not conference play, and I realize I don't care about that game.
North Dakota's probably up like 3-4 nothing.
So
Maybe one.
if it was a conference game, I would watch it, but it's not. So I will watch the conference games because those ones are more important to me. And to have an idea as to who's most likely in line for what weekly awards at the end of the weekend.
We'll see how much longer I last, but I gotta get up early and
I mean, I'm not going to switch over to the other games. When this game's over, I'm going to be done. And there's not much left. Like, we're less than 10 minutes of game time.
yeah, I'm just struggling, and then I gotta get up early and drive up north to try and
Oh,
see a deer.
St. Cloud State extends their lead there now. Or is that a replay? I Can't tell because Umberco skates like the same way every time. But I believe it's 3-1 now. It is 3-1 now, St. Cloud.
Oh yeah, we only got 550.
5:50 left in the third period. Western up 5-2. They are out shooting Western 36-19 though, so making row work a little bit. Again, nothing too super dangerous, but keeping him on his toes, making sure he's playing, looking for opportunities on rebounds.
Yeah, Cam, he's made
And
he's
really,
made every move that he needs to make, and then a couple extra. But other than a couple rebound opportunities, he's been pretty solid.
yeah,
He's not giving up the big rebounds. He's not. There was that one in the second period that he gave up to the blue line, um, and then that one earlier this period, just a couple minutes ago, where he was flopping around like a crappie.
yeah,
Other than that, he's been solid in controlling everything.
yeah. I mean, Minnesota Duluth has definitely had an opportunity and done a great job of creating offensive pressure and really getting pucks at least through this defense, which has been playing a lot better. But again, I feel like the defense has done a pretty good job of keeping everybody wide. So even the rebounds that Cam has given up, they haven't been super dangerous, and the defense has been able to move them along or put them to get them out of danger.
And that's the thing too. Um, you just said it. The defense, well, the whole team, they're keeping everything out wide and
Oof,
out
there was a chance.
in the not so dangerous areas. And when UMD does get the puck close, Western has done a good job of clearing them out. That was a good chance. Right as I was saying that, they let them in there. It's
Yeah,
like,
Pleb just
oh,
got behind the defense, but Rowe came up big 1-on-1.
for the
Oh, there
most
was
part.
another dangerous rebound that Western just missed putting in the empty net. I don't know that Western has a pure goal scorer. Maybe Bump is supposed to be the pure goal scorer,
I think he's supposed. I mean,
but it does seem like we have a lot of playmakers, which is why I like the idea of throwing pucks on net and just jamming for hoping for rebounds or tips. Um,
I think if anybody on your team would be considered a pure goal scorer, it would be Bum. But again, that's me knowing him as Mr. Hockey from here in Minnesota.
yeah, I think that's the expectation. I want to see it. I guess I haven't 100% seen it. There's been flashes of it. He has scored some very nifty goals. Um,
Oh, and the thing is, I think we talked about it on one of the pods, is the even the Hobie Baker winner, that's not a guarantee, but it's like the Heisman, it's not a guarantee that they're gonna be a stud.
yeah.
Um, it's not like the Naismith Award winner is going to be a stud. Uh,
And I mean, there's however many schools or states have state hockey have a Mr. Whatever.
yeah. Um,
Yeah, dude, tomorrow's going to be an interesting game. So it's definitely going to have a different feel tomorrow. I think both teams are going to have to find their juice.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to bring my Adam Johnson jersey up with me.
They have
I
the.
know I brought it up before.
I like
Uh,
the warm up jerseys they have. They're auctioning off for tomorrow.
and I'm just gonna say it for anybody that's new. I I did know Adam, uh, played summer tennis with him, so that one's a little tough for me. I know we talked about it on Tuesday. I don't know how much it really affects the current players on the team, other than like, oh shit, we
Guys
can
from the
actually buy
area,
you, huh?
or potentially guys from a similar area to him.
Yeah, but they didn't know him, and I think it's more or less the, oh yeah, we could die doing this because we skate around at 20 miles an hour with knives on our feet.
Right.
Um,
Apparently, you guys pulled your goalie here somewhere.
yeah, it was during that commercial break.
Oh, interesting play.
Uh,
Down three with the empty net.
that
Walters
was
with
a
a chance
decent
at a
game.
hat trick. We'll
Uh,
see if Western tries to get him out.
Edmonton just did that last night, or
Yeah, how would it work out for him? And there's a shot. Oh, just missed it.
at this point, come on, Cam, get a goalie goal,
Dude, if I see a college goalie goal, that would be insane.
especially if it's Cam.
I know, right?
But yeah, with Adam, I am happy that they're honoring him again. Uh, Very quiet guy, hell of a player for UMD. Scored his first NHL goal against the Wild, which I didn't like him for, but I was still really happy that he was able to get his first NHL goal at the XL Energy Center in front of a bunch of friends and family. Uh, Cup of coffee in the NHL, still got to do what he loved and play professional hockey. Just really happy that UMD wasn't like, oh yeah, one time deal, he died, that sucks, move on. They're going to hopefully keep this going past this year too, which I think they will, because he was a big part of those teams.
Well, I think the proceeds from the auction, I think, go to uh the like memorial foundation or whatever that was established in his name. I think.
That would make sense. Um,
Don't quote me on that, but check out the UMD jersey auction if that's something you're interested in and want to know more about that, because I saw it briefly, but I believe that's what it is.
yeah, I mean, I whatever it is, that I'm sure the proceeds are going to, because I haven't seen that, but
All
please
that.
just support that because I have a lot of people that I know that I played summer tennis with that knew Adam better than I did, other than him whooping my ass on the tennis court. Um, and they still miss him. They still want his legacy to live on for
Oh,
the,
fights that one off and into the glass.
so just do that. Make sure he's not forgotten.
Trying to get sticks in lanes. Western doing a really good job of keeping them probably down for icing. Like the UMD player might have tipped it though. But 1:11 left in the third period. Western up 5-2. UMD with the extra skater. hoping to chip away this lead a little bit at least for the sake of tomorrow.
I'm just sitting here now trying to figure out uh what bars the kids are going to at this point, or if they're just going to house parties. Because that student section, I don't blame them, but that thing's gotten bare. And I can't remember what the Friday night spot was. Because Tuesdays was the Reeve, Saturdays was Grandma's. Maybe it's
Good
the
passing. Oh, Rowe fights it off. It's chance there to wipe around, but nope. Shot. Absolutely having to battle here in the last minute. Oh. Well, there's a small hiccup in the stream, probably. We'll see. Oh, USB is or OBS is fighting me today. We seem to be all right though.
the
Hampton will.
second time Cam's ended up on his back
Hey,
that I've seen.
it's fine. Puck's staying out of the net for the most part.
I know. I just goalies on their backs are like turtles when they get flipped upside down, and it's one of the funniest things to watch them try and get up.
You know what's funnier than that? Is a small child in a hockey puck costume face down on the ice. Oh, wow, absolutely fought one. Stick taps for the goalie.
I'm just wondering, a child on the ice in a hockey puck costume. What, where, what?
Face
I have so
down.
many questions.
You don't know about Puck Boy?
No,
Oh, Puck Boy is a thing at Western Michigan games. It's like an intermission sometimes. Small child, usually probably around the age of 8. Basically a hockey puck on skates with tiny arms.
I don't know this. I don't know if I want to know, but I kind of do because
Well,
I,
11
I
seconds of power play time.
all I can think of is
6-on-4 for
I could
11
watch
seconds.
kids falling off. I could watch kids falling off bikes all day. I don't give a fuck about your kids.
Just saying.
I just okay. So explain while this whole thing is happening.
I wish I had a
So
hockey puck
small
within
child,
reach. Basically a puck on
hockey
skates.
puck.
And it is a flat surface. And generally they are not big enough to operate. Like it comes like down past their knees more often than not. And if they fall face first, it is it is a flat surface on a flat surface. And it's basically just like a belly down turtle. And it is a sight to see.
There's so much wrong with you in Western Michigan.
Stick taps.
And I'm not saying you personally, I'm saying overall.
Stick taps for the win. Cameron Rowe stays perfect on the season. And Western Michigan stays with 1 loss. They moved to 7-1-1 on the season. Cam, I believe, his 5th win of the year. Cameron Rowe's the 3rd star of the game. Or the player of the game, whatever you guys do. Walters had 2 goals. Tim Washy had 1. Garrett Sidlowski had one. What am I missing? Owen Michaels had one. He had the first one of the game. Owen Michaels, Garrett Sidlowski, Ethan Walters, and Tim Washi, the Bronco goal scorers.
Yeah, I wish Cam would have kind of thrown that game and not played well, but the whole team played well. And if he would have thrown that game, it would have been pretty obvious.
Right?
All right. Well, I gotta get up early,
I'm going to go deal with a sick baby.
and I'm gonna try tomorrow night. I'll try and be on.
I'll see what happens tomorrow. I might do another one, might not. We'll see. Hopefully, I'm leaning towards wanting to do another one, but if Regan's still sick and she's having trouble, then I will not.
Yeah, just let me know. I finally just started feeling better, and I think I've only coughed twice during this whole thing, which is miles better than what I was
I
doing.
also like bit like right here inside my mouth, so that keeps catching on my
Oh,
teeth, and that's starting to hurt again.
fun. So,
Yeah, we will ender there. A big win for Western. They stay undefeated in conference play. Another 3 big points. I mean, they have the shootout loss to Colorado, but they pick up another 3 big points in the standings to help them maintain that first place at least for tonight. And 2 teams will do it again tomorrow. So check us out on all the places that we're normally found. We might do another one tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Until then, Pucks on Net, good things happen like goal horns and fight songs. We are out of here. Goodbye.